Hello students, welcome to the Java class. In this video we are going to see about navigable set and navigable map. So first we have to see where this navigable set and navigable map comes in Java collection hierarchy. So first we will see navigable set. So where exactly this navigable set was introduced? Navigable set is a child interface of sorted set. You can see here in this diagram, navigable set is a child interface of sorted set. Next, in which version the navigable set was introduced? The navigable set was introduced in Java 1.6 version. So what is the next interface? The next is navigable map. So you can see in this diagram where exactly the navigable map is present. The navigable map is a child interface of sorted map. Next, in which version the navigable map was introduced? Navigable map was introduced in Java 1.6 version. So what is point number 1? So point number 1 is, as a part of 1.6 version enhancement, navigable set and navigable map interfaces was introduced in Java collection framework. So this is point number 1. So my next question is, we already have a sorted set here. So we already have sorted set, and you know that sorted set defines several methods. So what is the need for navigable set? Similarly, here in this case, we have sorted map. Sorted map defines several methods. Then what is the need for navigable map? So this we have to see now. Now consider this is a railway station and these are the train departure timings. Okay. Now my first requirement is, I want to know what is the timings of the first train. So then what is the method? The method is first. You know that the first method is defined inside which interface? It is defined inside sorted set interface. Remember this. We have already seen this. Next, I want to know what is the timings of the last train. Then what is the method? The method is last. Next, I want to know the set of trains which are before 10 o'clock. Then what is the method we have? We have headset method. So what this headset method is going to return? This headset method is going to return the set of trains which are before 10 o'clock. Next, I want to know the set of trains after 10 o'clock. Then what is the method? We have tail set. So what this tail set method is going to return? It is going to return the set of trains which are after 10 o'clock. Next, my requirement is, I want to know a set of trains from morning 10 o'clock to afternoon 12 o'clock. So what is the method we have? We have subset. So this subset is going to return the set of trains from morning 10 o'clock to afternoon 12 o'clock. So till this, it is fine. So you know that all these methods are defined inside which interface? All these methods are defined inside sorted set interface. Now listen very carefully. Now my requirement is, I want to know what is the last train before 10 o'clock. Is there any method for this requirement inside sorted set? No. Next, I want to know what is the first train after 10 o'clock. First train after 10 o'clock. Is there any methods present inside sorted set for this requirement? No. So what I'm doing here, I'm performing some navigation activity. So to fulfill this gap, a navigable set was introduced. Why navigable set was introduced? Navigable set was introduced to perform some navigation activities. Okay. Navigable set was introduced to perform some navigation activities. In which version the navigable set was introduced? The navigable set was introduced in Java 1.6 version. So what was my requirement? I want to access what is the last train before 10 o'clock. So what is the method we have? We have lower method, lower of 10 o'clock. So where this method is present? These methods are present inside navigable set. Okay. So lower of 10 o'clock. What is going to return? It is going to return the first train before 10 o'clock. Okay. Next my requirement is, I want to know what is the train before 10 o'clock or exactly at 10 o'clock. What is the method we have? We have floor method. So what this method is going to return? This method is going to return the train before 10 o'clock or exactly at 10 o'clock. Next, my requirement is I want to know what is the first train after 10 o'clock. What is the method we have? We have higher method. So what this method is going to return? This method is going to return the first train after 10 o'clock. Okay. Next, my requirement is I want to know what is the first train after 10 o'clock or exactly at 10 o'clock. So what is the method we have? We have ceiling method. So what the ceiling method returns? Ceiling method returns what is the first train exactly at 10 o'clock or after 10 o'clock. So these are the navigation set or navigable set specific methods. So you can note down these methods from this table. So navigable set. So what is a navigable set? It is a child interface of sorted set. Next, what is the need for navigable set? It defines several methods for navigation purpose. So this is about navigable set. So what are the methods of navigable set? We have floor of E. So what this E represents? E represents an element in a tree set. You know that tree set is a implementation class of navigable set. So floor of E. So what this method is going to return? It is going to return the highest element which is less than or equal to E. So what is the next method? Lower of E. So what this method is going to return? It returns the highest element which is less than E. Next we have ceiling of E. So what this method returns? It returns the lowest element which is greater than or equal to E. So next we have higher of E. So what this method returns? This method is going to return the element which is greater than E. So next we have pole first. So what is the meaning of pole? The meaning of pole is remove. So pole first means remove and return first element. Next, pole last means remove and return last element. Next we have descending set. So what is the purpose of descending set? It returns navigable set in a reverse order. So you can pause this video and you can note down these methods. Now we have to see an example for navigable set. So first I have imported java.util.star. Next, I have created a class called navigable set demo. Within this class, I have defined a main function public static void main string array args. So you know that what is the implementation class of navigable set? It is tree set. So I have to create an object for tree set. So how to create a tree set? Tree set t is equal to new tree set. So what this constructor is going to create? This constructor is going to create an empty tree set objects. So you can observe here in the constructor within the angular brackets I have written integer. So what is the syntax? This is a generic syntax. Okay, this is a generic syntax. So what is the meaning of this syntax? The meaning is this tree set is going to accept only integer objects. Okay, so what is the meaning of this syntax? It is a generic syntax. The meaning is the tree set is going to accept only integer objects. Next, I want to add an element into the tree set. So what is the method? The method name is add method. So t.add of 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500. So I have added 5 elements 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500. Next, I am going to print the content of the tree set. So how to print the content of a tree set? System.out.println of t. So in which format it is going to print? It is going to print within the square brackets. You know that it is a collection. Tree set is a collection. So within the square brackets, what are the contents? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So these are the output of this print statements. I am going to comment the remaining print statements. Save the program, compile, java c. What is the file name? Navigable set demo. Navigable set demo.java. Java. Next, run this program, Java space navigable set demo. So what is the output? The content of a tree set, that is 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500. So next what I am doing is I am calling t dot ceiling of 200. So what is the meaning of ceiling? It returns the lowest element which is greater than or equal to 200. So greater than or equal to 200. What is that? 200 itself. So it is going to print what? 200. Save. Compile. Java C navigable set demo.java. Run the program. Java space navigable set. What is the output? The output is 200. Okay. Next. So what is the next method we have used? We have used higher of 200. So what is the meaning of higher? Higher is going to return the lowest element which is greater than 200. The lowest element which is greater than 200 means it is going to return 300. So what is the lowest element in this set which is greater than 200? It is 300. So it is going to return 300. Save. Compile. Run the code. When run the code, what will be the output? The output will be 300. Next. So what is the next method we have used? Floor method. Floor of 300. So why floor method is used? It returns the highest element which is less than or equal to 300. So what is the highest element which is less than or equal to 300? 300 itself. So it is going to print 300. Save. Compile. Java C navigable set demo.java. Run the program. Java space navigable set demo. The output is 300. Next. What is the next method? The next method is lower of 300. So what is the meaning of lower? Lower means it is going to return the highest element which is less than 300. So what is the highest element which is less than 300? It is 200. So it is going to print 200. Save. Compile. Java C navigable set demo.java. Run the program. Java space navigable set demo. So what is the output we are going to get? We are going to get 200. Okay. Next. What is the next method we have called? We have called poll first. So what is the meaning of poll first? It is going to remove the first object from the given tree set. So what is the first object? The first object is 100. So it is going to remove 100. Save. Compile. Java C space navigable set demo.java. Next. Run this program. So what is the output we are getting? 100. Next. What is the next method? The next method is poll last. So why poll last is used? Poll last method is used to remove and return the last element in a set. So what is the last element? It is 500. It is going to remove 500 and it is going to return that 500. Save. Compile. Run the program. What will be the output? The output will be 500. Next. So what is the next method? Descending set. So it is going to it is going to return the set in a descending order. So descending order means, now what are the contents? We have removed 100 and 500. The contents are 200, 300 and 400. Descending order means 400, 300, 200. So this will be the output. Save. Compile. Run. 400, 300 and 200. That is descending set. So what is the next print statement? The next print statement is system.out.println of t. Now what are the current objects of a tree set? The current objects are 200, 300, 400 because we have removed 100 and 500. Save, compile, run this program. So what is the output we are getting? 200, 300 and 400. So this is the demonstration for navigable set. So next we have to see navigable map. Navigable map. So what is a navigable map? In this diagram you can see that navigable map is a child interface of sorted map. So what is point number 1? Navigable map is a child interface of sorted map. Next, what navigable map interface defines? Navigable map interface defines several methods for navigation purposes. Next, in which version the navigable map was introduced? The navigable map was introduced in Java 1.6 version. Next we have to see the methods of navigable map. So these are the methods of navigable map. So you can observe that the methods of navigable map is similar to the method names of navigable set. Okay. So map means it is a key value pair. I think you know about this. So map means a key value pair. So what is the first method we have? First method is floor key of E. So what E represents? E represents object of a given tree map. So what floor key of E returns? It is going to return the highest key which is less than or equal to E. So what is the second method? Second method we have lower key of E. So what this is going to return? It is going to return the highest key which is less than E. So what is the third method? Ceiling key of E. So what this method is going to return? This method is going to return the lowest key which is greater than or equal to E. So you can observe that the descriptions of navigable set methods and the descriptions of navigable map methods are almost similar. Okay. So what is the next method? The next method is hierarchy of E. So what this method is going to return? It returns the lowest key which is greater than E. So what is the next method we have? We have poll first entry. You know that a key value pair is called as an entry. So poll first entry. What this method is going to do? This method removes and returns the first entry. Next we have poll last entry. So what this method is going to do? It is going to remove and return the last entry. At last we have descending map. So you know that. What is the meaning of descending map? It returns the given map in a descending order. So these are the methods of navigable map. Next we have to see an example for navigable map. So we are going to see one LKG example. Okay. So that is, you can see here, first I have imported java.util.star. Next I have created a class called navigable map demo. So within this class I have defined a main method public static void main string array args. You know that. What is the implementation class of navigable map? The implementation class of navigable map is tree map. Next I have to create an object of tree map. So how to create an object of tree map? Tree map t is equal to new tree map. So this constructor is going to create an empty tree map object. Next, so what I am passing here within the angular brackets, you know that angular bracket means it is a generics. So within this generic, what I am passing? String comma string. String comma string. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning is the type of a key is a string and the type of a value is string. Okay. So what is the meaning of this generic? The meaning of this generic syntax is the type of key is string and the type of value is string. Next, I want to insert an entry into the tree map. So what is the method to insert entry into the tree map? The method name is put method. So put of c comma cat. So here c is a key and cat is a value. Similarly, put of a comma apple, put of b comma big apple, put of d comma dog, and put of g comma goat. So these are the entries which I have inserted into the tree map. So next I am going to print the entries. So how to print the entries? System.out.println of t. So this is going to print the entry of this tree map. So in which format the entries will be printed? The entries will be printed within the flower bracket. You know that it is a map, okay? And also you know that the tree map implements sorted map and navigable map. Since it is implementing sorted map, all the entries are sorted according to the values. So what will be the output? The output will be A is equal to apple, comma, B is equal to, what is the value? Big apple. Similarly, C is equal to cat, D is equal to dog. Next we have G is equal to goat. So these are the entries of this tree map. So I'm going to comment the remaining print statements. Save the program, compile, Java C, what is the file name? Navigable map demo. Navigable map demo.java. So run the code, Java space navigable map demo. So what is the output we are getting? A is equal to apple, B is equal to big apple, C is equal to cat, D is equal to dog, and G is equal to goat. So what is the next method we are calling? That is sealing a key of C. So what is the meaning of sealing a key? It returns the lowest key which is greater than or equal to C. So what is the lowest key which is greater than or equal to C? C itself. So what it is going to return? It is going to return C. Save this, compile, Java C navigable map demo.java, run the program. So what is the output we are expecting? C. So we got C. Next. So what is the next method we are calling? The next method we are calling is higher key of E. So is there any key called E? No, there is no key called E. But still we can call this method. So higher key of E. So what this method is going to return? This method is going to return the lowest key which is greater than E. So what is the lowest key which is greater than E? It is G. So what is the output of this print statement? The output of this print statement is G. Save the program, compile. Next, run this program. So what is the output? We are going to get G as the output. Next. So what is the next statement? The next method we are calling is floor key of E. So floor key of E. What this method is going to return? This method is going to return the highest key which is less than or equal to E. So what is the highest key which is less than or equal to E? It is D. So this print statement is going to print D. Save this, compile. Next, run this program. So what is the output we are getting? We are getting D as the output of this print statement. Next, system.out.println of T dot lower key of E. So what is the meaning of lower key method? Lower key method is going to return the highest key which is less than E. So what is the highest key which is less than E? Which is nothing but D itself, okay? Even this print statement is going to print D. Save, compile. Next, run this program. So what is the output we are getting? D. Next. So what is the next statement? System.out.println of T dot poll first entry. So what is the meaning of poll first entry? It is going to remove and return the first entry in the map. So what is the first entry in the map? The first entry in the map is A is equal to apple. So A is equal to apple will be removed. So A is equal to apple is removed. Save, compile, run the program. So what is the output we are getting? A is equal to apple. So this entry is removed from this map. Next, so what is the next statement? System.out.println of t dot poll last entry. So what is the meaning of poll last entry? It is going to remove and return the last entry from the map. So what is the last entry from this map? G is equal to goat. So G is equal to goat will be removed and returned. Save the program, compile, run this program. So what is the output we are getting? G is equal to goat. Next, what is the next statement? System.out.println of t dot descending map. So descending map. So what is the meaning of descending map? It is going to arrange the given map in a descending order. So what is the output? The output will be the first two entries are removed. Apple and goat are first and last entries are removed. Apple and goat are removed. So what are the remaining entries? B, C and D are the remaining entries, and those entries will be arranged in a descending order. So what will be the output? D is equal to dog. Next, C is equal to cat. Next, B is equal to big apple. Save the program, compile, run the program. So what is the output we are getting? D is equal to dog, C is equal to cat and B is equal to big apple. So next, system.out.println of t. So what this print statement is going to print? This print statement is going to print the map in a given order. So what is the given order? That is B is equal to big apple. Next, C is equal to cat. Next, D is equal to dog. Save the program, compile, run the program. So what is the output we are getting? A is equal to big apple, C is equal to cat and D is equal to dog. So this example demonstrates navigable map. So if you have any doubts, please contact me.